Jo.
Good morning, good afternoon, good day, good evening, wherever you are. It's the Bobbi Jo and Sheena show. And we are here and we are working on thinking into results. Sheena and myself are mindset coaches. We studied with the Proctor Gallagher Institute under Bob Proctor. And we just love what we do. I'm super passionate and we just love to share our knowledge, our wisdom, our trials and tributes to you. And so here we go. We're on Thinking into Results, Lesson 7. And Bob liked to call this the terror barrier. It has to do a lot with fear. So I'm going to let Sheena take it away and see what she has to say.
I have got such a great image in my head of this. I mean, one of the big things about fear is that we spend most of our life running away from it rather than turning around and facing it. And isn't everything that you face literally just goes away? Think of a cat and a dog. A dog only chases a cat because it runs. As soon as that cat turns around and goes, "Hey, up, what's going on here?" Then the dog goes, "Oh, maybe not." And then they all run away, So let's be more like a cat. Get just although you don't have to get stand so strong, but whatever way. But I have a great image that came to me whenever I was with Bobbi Jo during the summer, and she took me whitewater rafting, and I completely I'm not a I haven't been a water person. I am getting better and better every day, and I trusted Bobbi Jo, and so there was one bit, and I'll never forget it because it was just sort of the boat just like tipped down a bit, and then all I could hear from Bobbi Jo was paddle. And this wave, all I could see was this wave just coming up, and I was like, oh, I just paddled. Although I did hang on to somebody as well in front of me, I did cheat a little bit. But next time I won't because I was caught on camera cheating. But what I realized then, it was like a light bulb moment of fear is that if we hadn't have paddled, then we'd have gone under the wave and then we'd have been completely trashed, whatever. I don't know what would have happened, but what we were able to do was ride the wave. And so that's what I learned to do in myself and my emotions, was to ride the waves of fear. And so as they come up, to literally ride them, not to stuff them down, not to try to go and hide from them, but to really, really, really step into them. And my goodness, it's a game changer, a game changer. So yes, Bobbi Jo and her whitewater rafting and the terror barrier and waves coming up like that. Paddle! There you
And what we're trying to do here in the lesson 7 in the terror barrier is you get used to life. You're going along, everything's comfortable, right? We love the comfort zone and we're going along and we're going along. And maybe there's something we really want, and all of a sudden the fear, whoop, whoa, whoa. And then we have all this stuff up in our mind of why we can't have it. We have a story why we wouldn't be able to do that, or why we wouldn't be good enough, or all this and that. And what Bob likes to do is just start sitting with that and as if what if, and it becomes almost the norm that your brain can think about it. But it's also a couple things here, like Will Smith does this in a YouTube. Just Google Will Smith jumping out of an airplane. And he talks about this drama of waiting all day to jump out the airplane. And then the minute he does and he realizes, oh my God, what was I so afraid of the whole time? And that's what happens here too with that new thought or new idea or that new thing you want that you don't think you're good enough yet. You have to, one, just do it, get uncomfortable and do it, but two, start to see your life as if it is that way. And then the brain, the subconscious already sees, because the subconscious here doesn't know reality from unreality. And all it can see you sitting is in your crappy car right now. And I mean, I remember hearing this literally 3 decades ago plus. Okay. Like, you want that new car, smell it, see yourself in it. If only I had learned to condition my brain in my young 20s as opposed to my 50s, but it's all the same stuff and it's been around for decades, for centuries actually, and it's all the same thinking that you have to just condition the mind, reprogram the subconscious mind where all the fear and the lies are there. It's a program in your mind, because why is someone else having what you supposedly want? That's why I say supposedly, because we talk about this all this week, that do we want what we really want, or are we just conditioned by our cultural society paradigms, and that we often want things just because everyone else has it, and we never really discovered what we truly want. And that is part of all the work here. So what is it you truly, truly want that you think is separate and outside of yourself? Because Bob would always say that you wouldn't want it if it wasn't already yours. And I don't want to be an astronaut, so what I want to be is what's set up for my design and my DNA. And I just take that step each day forward. And then that's it. The smallest deed is better than the grandest intention. So just take a step. Be like Will Smith. You're not going to fall. Life will catch you. That's how the universe is working. It is working in favor for you, but you're damning it with your thoughts, going, well, no, it never works out for me. Well, if you continue to have that attitude, which we're going to talk about in a couple of days, if you continue to have that attitude, then your life is going to continue to be that way. And you need to just chip away a little bit, that diamond in the rough, and say, that doesn't serve me any longer. That doesn't serve me. You got to know you. So the terror barrier. What are you so afraid of in your life that you're afraid to face? Even me. Now I'm taking all, so I'm thinking, what am I afraid of? And oh, ding, 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 a little red light. So I know there's some work today I got to do, and I'll let Sheena end it today. Pen to paper. You're just up here thinking about this and you're listening to us and you're going to scroll on to the next podcast and the next shelf help book. They aren't going to solve your puzzle for you. You're going to solve your puzzle. And it takes paper to pen and realize the chaos in your mind and get clarity about what you truly desire. So maybe we should do a segment about some really deep questions I've been having my clients do. When you answer these questions, they surprise you sometimes when you're doing it a paper to pen. So get clarity. What is it that you're really afraid of? What's your terror barrier? Why do you want what you want? And what is it that you think is holding you back? That's all I'll come with you today. Sheena, sorry I overtalked. What do you have to say, honey?
And you can't win by playing in defense. Think of a game of football. Are the people who are just playing in defense, are they going anywhere? Are they going to win? No, they're
Mm,
not. So you want to ask yourself, what do you want to win at? Do you want to win at life? You can just literally go forward. I swear, just like Bobbi Jo said, the universe does catch you. You don't have to lose everything to actually realize that. If you can just see it every single day, and that gratitude of living in that gratitude, even when the fear comes up, of just literally looking to something that you love instead of what you fear. What you love will literally raise you into a different vibration, a different energy, and then different thoughts will come. So just start with there. Start with love. Start with loving yourself head to toe. Every time you feel fear, go into love. Fear, love. That's all it is. That's all I
yeah,
can say. So
yeah.
like and subscribe, share this with people, and let's enjoy tomorrow's lesson. See you then.
See you then. We'll talk about praxis. Bye.